Thomas is a tank engine. He lives at a big station on the island of Sodor. He worked in the yard, shunting trucks and coaches for the big engines to take out on long journeys. Though he did his job efficiently, he yearned to one day leave the yard and see the world. I'm tired. I've been shunting in the yard non-stop these past few days without any sort of a rest. You're acting as if you're impossibly busy. Well, I am. I have an entire yard to run. It's very important work, you know. Besides, the sooner I can prove I know how to handle trucks and coaches, the sooner I can leave this crummy yard and not have to shunt for ungrateful engines like you. After your incident with Henry's passengers and Edward's trucks this year, you won't be leaving this yard for a very long time. The Fat Controller wants engines who know how to pull trains without leaving them at stations, or getting pushed down a hill. You are not that, Thomas. Regardless, I have a lot of hard work to do, especially at this time of year. With all the holiday traffic causing longer trains, it's more for me to shunt. You don't know what hard work really is, Thomas. We mainline engines do the real hard work, with all the Christmas goods traffic, not to mention the influx of people traveling for the holidays. Look at Henry and some of the loaned engines, for instance. They've been delivering coal and water all day for the towns that are in the path of that snowstorm coming in late tonight. That is hard work you would never understand. People along the railway depend on us for that sort of thing. They can't have silly little tank engines like you failing them time and again when they need help. It's time for me to leave. Goodbye, little Thomas. Have fun doing your little yard work for today. Never mind him. Remember, tonight's Christmas Eve. As soon as we're done for the day, we can go to the shed and listen to the carolers like we do every year. Are you sure they'll still be able to perform in the streets this year? Well, with that snowstorm coming in tonight? The snow won't get bad until midnight. We'll still be able to hear the carolers. And besides, the weather won't really get too bad on this part of the island. Thomas smiled as he went off to continue his work. Every year, on Christmas Eve, carolers went around the various towns on the island to sing at people's doorsteps. They could always be heard from the various yards and sheds where Thomas worked and slept. Thomas loved listening to the carolers, and had listened to them every year since he arrived on Sodor. It brought him peace. Before long, it was evening, and Thomas was getting ready to finish his day and go to the sheds. Almost done for the day, Thomas. We just need to make sure that this last coal shipment goes out tonight. Henry should be here to collect it soon. Thomas and his crew waited, but as time went on, Henry never came to collect his train. There's been an issue with Henry. Thomas, I need you to go check on him. He should be in the sheds by the coal stage. Oh bother, it's probably an issue with his boiler again. I'll go check on him, sir. Come on, Henry, show a wheel. Your last coal train to Maron is ready to go. I can't take it. My firebox is acting up again. Oh, come on. It's only one train, and then you can rest all night long. You can sleep off whatever is going on in your firebox like you usually do. Listen, Thomas, I physically cannot take this train. I can't make enough steam. You're probably gonna have to take it. Oh, what? I can't take it. Surely we can get someone else. Maybe Edward or 87546. I can't do this, Henry. Listen, Thomas. I don't like this idea either, especially after the mishaps you got yourself into this year. But we don't have any other choice. Everyone else is busy right now with other trains. But I... Look, Thomas, believe me, if there was literally any other viable option, I'd be talking to them right now. But you're all we've got. This is very important. But if I take it, I might not be in time to hear the carolers. And besides, I don't even know if I can pull it. Listen, Thomas, I know it'll be difficult. It is heavy, but you should be able to take it. I know you like hearing the Christmas carolers, but this takes precedence. If the people in Maron don't get this, they'll freeze tonight. You've always said you wanted to be a mainline engine and pull trains, right? See the world? Well, one thing you need to know, if you're going to do that, is your responsibility to the world. As an engine, people depend on you to transport them, their mail, their necessities. That's a big responsibility. A responsibility you take on by being a mainline engine. And when you can't do that, when you can't deliver on your responsibilities, then you're not a proper engine. Thomas, I know it's your favorite tradition, but if you want to be a mainline engine, these are the sacrifices you'll need to make. I'll do it. But I don't know the details. I've never made a coal delivery before. Don't worry. My driver is giving your driver the details. It's pretty straightforward. Just deliver the coal trucks and leave them at the station. The workmen will unload it and deliver it to the people of the town. Alright then. I won't let you down, Henry. I know you won't, Thomas. Thomas set off to deliver the coal. The train was heavy, and to make matters worse, it had started snowing. But Thomas pressed on. We're making good time, Thomas. Once we deliver these trucks, we can go home and rest. But remember, we still have to climb Gordon's Hill. But we're in the stretch now. As they approached the hill, the weight of the trucks held Thomas back. I can't do it. It's too heavy. I can't see anything. I can't do it. I can't. I can't do it. It's... Oh no. I've stopped. Oh, I've let everyone down. Now all those poor people at Maron won't be able to heat their homes. They're gonna freeze tonight. And it's all my fault. Thomas, what's the matter? What happened? I can't do it, driver. The train, it's too heavy, and there's too much snow. I can't climb this hill. I can't do it. Listen, Thomas. It's heavy, and it's very cold. Well, we need to try again. People are depending on us to deliver this coal tonight. If we don't, they'll freeze. You're right. Responsibility to the world. Well, what Henry was saying. I'll try again. Before long, Thomas reached the top of the hill, and he was coasting freely. I've done it! I've done it! I can't believe I've actually done it! I knew you could do it, old boy. Now come on, let's deliver these trucks and go home. Oh, come on. They should have been here by now. The snow's only getting stronger. What will we do if Henry doesn't arrive with that coal? The temperature's only going to drop more. If Henry doesn't arrive, we'll have to start rationing some of the lantern oil for the people in the... That's not Henry's whistle. I have your coal. Sorry for being late. It was a long journey. Thomas, did you bring this train all the way here by yourself? From Knapford? Yeah. Henry broke down. I was the only engine available. Well, I'll admit, Thomas, after hearing of some of your mishaps this year, I was certain you were nothing more than a silly little shunter. But I see now, you truly are a really useful engine, and a credit to this railway. I'll make sure the fat controller hears about this. Thomas, you're finally back. You're still awake? I couldn't fall asleep. I was too busy worried about you. Did you pull the train okay? It was very challenging. We arrived a little bit late, but we made it and delivered the coal. That's a huge relief. Good job, Thomas. Thank you again for taking my train for me. You know, you're not always such a silly little engine. Hello, little Thomas. I did not expect you to still be awake, or covered in snow. You look like you've been out in the snowstorm. I was. Henry broke down, and I took his last coal delivery to Maron. You took it? Like, by yourself? No one else helped you? Yes, it was difficult though. That's why I'm covered in snow. So you missed the carolers? Yes, but it's okay because... Wait a minute. You know that I like listening to the carolers? Oh, I think Edward may have mentioned it once or twice. But anyway, you took Henry's train even though it meant you'd miss the carolers and would be out in the cold weather, basically by yourself. Yeah, well, people were depending on me. Well, it seems like little engines are good for something other than shunting. Merry Christmas, little Thomas.